weekends, or hopefully by this weekend, I should say. But we are not promoting anyone choosing a server director until everyone is interviewed. So that's the first thing. Second thing, thought we had a pretty good week on Clone Wars, guys. That's that's all I got left to say, pretty much. Mr. Mann.
Sorry. So don't really have much. Just don't be a fool. And don't be Tennessee and sleep through shit all the time. Yeah.
Mr. Mann, you sounded almost happy in that one.
I know.
Yeah, there. See, happiness.
Okay.
All right. Mingus has been AFK all day. Tora.
Yep. I don't have nothing much to say, actually. Say keep the good work and
All right. Let's see. Mr. Bacon Bits.
All right. I just have a couple things that I want to say. As some of you may have already noticed, our server is starting to make the transition over to more Serious RP. Yes, my name is Bacon Bits for him because I'm buddied. I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, we're making more of a transition over to Serious RP. You may have noticed it in game. You may have noticed it me talking about it on the Discord or anyone else talking about it. So we're starting that. Expect that to start going more full force later on. What's next? There's a commander meeting after this meeting, so any commanders, or if you're the highest ranking in your battalion, you're more than welcome to attend. We're going to be hammering down issues there. What's next? List. Oh yeah. If you guys, just as a firm reminder, if you are staff and you have access to the administrator chat, that is to be used for administrator purposes only. It is not to be used for anything not desirable. You know what I'm talking about. What's next? Server in general. Later on during this meeting, we will be voting on individual portions of the master reworked along with individual portions of it. You will receive that later today, and we will go over that later on in the meeting. In general, events this week, fantastic job, guys. It was a great week for that. DI, it was fine. Wasn't anything good. Wasn't many CCs this week, but hey ho. You can only do what you can do. Yeah, but events this week, while there were definitely a quantity, I believe we can work on quality a little bit. However, based on what we were in the past, this is a great step in the right direction. And that's all I can ever ask from you, and that's all the rest of us can ever ask of you is just steps in the right direction. So thank you. That'll conclude my PTS for now.
All right. I named you Bacon Bits, by the way, because once you told me you liked bacon. Lobster,
Nice.
You got anything? He's AFK. Biff, man.
Okay, so I didn't really have much to say, and Grenda kind of went into himself. DI this week was fine. You guys, whenever someone came on, you guys go out there and trained them pretty quickly. There was one instance where that didn't happen, though, and the guy did end up leaving the server, so we got to make sure we get on that more. The second that you guys see someone join, I want my SDIs or DIOs to get there and start calling for someone to get there. If you guys don't be calling for it, you're going to get pulled. Trainings this week, we only had 3, it looks like, which is not great. So we got to make sure that we can keep people here and get them trained quickly. Other than that, I got nothing else to say. Good work from the staff team. Y'all were on it this week.
All right, Broke Boy, you got anything?
I do. I'll go ahead and label out some of the things for Game Master. So, like Grundo said, this week was actually a major step up compared to the past few weeks. So, this week, we ended total of events with 37, so 3 away from 40, which was 10 more than last week, if I'm not mistaken. Last week we had 27. Another good step up was almost every single person hit their quota. And actually, I think pretty much everyone hit their quota that wasn't on LOA. There are some who didn't hit their quota, but because I'm in a good mood, I'll talk to y'all about it later. Other than that, I don't have any Game Master promotions this week. Anything about that? No, I don't have any announcements. No.
That
I
was
want
the
to
most
actually,
enthusiastic I've ever heard you.
Coach, I apologize. Can I go into something else real quick? Okay, I'll take that as a positive. All right.
Positive.
Any staff who are on here, just be aware there will be more about this upcoming this week, and probably a lot more at the meeting next week. But staff is going to be undergoing a change of sorts in the upcoming days. Essentially, we're going to be going through a process. We will ensure that you are in the position that you are supposed to be in, and no more and less than that. So expect things such as to be pulled, to be spoken to be anything along the lines. A lot more of that is going to be coming, especially once the rework is finished. So just be prepared for that. I haven't finished.
All right, very good. Dan, do you have anything from development side?
No.
I see you've been hanging out with Woke. Press boys. Okay, so under Ty's kind PTS line, you guys can write PTS and request one. That's what I call a good Saturday night. All right. So that's Crap, what do you got to say?
I thought you said crabs then. But anyway, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Anyways, first thing I gotta say, big shout out to our game masters this week. Fucking some really nice work from a lot of you guys. Special shout outs to Rega, Alpha, and Luggy. Luggy for the absolutely fucking amazing quality events this week. Rega and Alpha for doing the early morning events to get people on the server. It's really nice seeing that. It's great. Whether it be just a quick shoot, but it's really nice to see. It does get one or two more people on, which is always a big help. Besides that, this week has been very, very chill, honestly. I've not seen really any toxicity or big arguments between people. It's probably been one of the best weeks in quite a while. I'm very happy with that, guys. And RP is actually picking up on the server, which is actually really nice to see. It's really nice. It's great, guys. Just keep that up. We could do something fucking absolutely beautiful. This beautiful, amazing Brotherhood RP. Am I right, Tennessee? Yeah, I am right. Anyways, small PTS this week. I don't have too much to say besides it's been a great week. I love you all. Tora, I'm pregnant, by the way. Yeah, I love you all. You can revoke my talk power now. Also,
I got him. I heard him saying again.
Also,
Also, what? Oh, wait.
oh, he said also.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Reger.
When will the rework take place? Like, when will it be implemented in the server?
Once it's fully being voted on and approved by everyone that needs to be approved by and all that, and once development can get it in.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right. Next. Guess what, Billy Bob? You get one. If I can find you from all these freaking chat things.
He said don't accept it.
I don't care.
Oh.
It was already. Someone already said it. I don't have one anymore.
All right, good save. Okay. So, gonna get on to suggestions. So, there's a long list of suggestions. Very long list. Here you go. All right. So, top one speaks for itself with phase 1 stuff. Thank you, Trap, for repeating it. Next one's night vision goggles. You got the White Rabbit jetpacks, which are the old jetpacks we used to have. No physical model. They were pretty fast. No hover mode, just straight regular classic jetpack style. You have improved CIS NPCs to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong, Delta. It has stuff like crab droids in it. And modeled droidicas, I believe. Yes. All right. I'll if you guys don't. Oh shoot, I forgot the link for that one. My bad. I'll add the link now, but I'll explain it when I get to it. So, as for the compass speaks for itself. Hyperspace and turbo laser tool hyperspace bring stuff in. Functional roleplay systems. It's a whole list, guys. Click on that link. The ship spawner and claim board. So it's certain jobs can select the ship, and the claim board is like a sign, maybe over sim that you could click, and it'll say the name of who claimed it. Storm Fox is, if you guys know what Atmos is. If you don't, I'm going to explain it anyway. It's a weather system, pretty much. If it rains, snows, that type of thing. And it respects map borders, like or map constraints, like roofs, so it won't rain inside and that type of thing. Which impressive to me on how it detects, but that's pretty much that. Go ahead. Read the description of them, especially the functional roleplay systems. Go to that link because it's a whole list that I can't really condense in a way. So, yeah. Anyway, we got a couple other things to get to. So, I'm going to read off the current responses. 10-4 against switching to phase 1. 13-1 in 14-1 in favor of night vision goggles. 12-3 in the jetpack switch, all for replacing NPCs. 14-1 with functional roleplay systems. 15 all for hyperspace. 15 all for compass. 15-1 for functional roleplay. Hyperspace, compass, LFS ground vehicle. All right, the ship spawner, all good, and then Storm Fox is 14-2. Now we're going to go on to the next thing we have to go to in terms of voting. This one, guys, now listen to me now. All right, I wrote this in the description of it, the suggestion itself. I'm going to paste it twice. I put it in the description of the question and in the description of the whole form. Go to the workshop page of each map suggested and look at what you want to play on. Be sure you know what you want and do your own research. What that means is go ahead, take a look at each maps that are being suggested. There's 5 right here, with them being suggested from the forum post I put out maybe almost a week ago. So do your own research. Don't rely on other people. No 10. Okay, so
I think Alderaan was removed or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Alderaan
was,
is no longer on the workshop.
So yeah, Alderaan's not going to be on that list. You don't have to vote on the map right now. It'll be up for a while. So if you want to take time to go on in single player,
it'll be up for a couple days.
Please
So, yeah.
research.
go on single player first. I don't want to see any responses on it yet.
I already see 3 responses.
You memes.
Well,
Or-
maybe they know the map already, you know?
That's true,
Just-
they might know the map. Titan base comes with teleporters, by the way, guys. So, that in mind for you. Because I know a lot of people. I'm not going to read out the results. That being said,
Is the map for our next rotation
This
or
is
a permanent
yes,
change?
this is a rotation.
it's always rotation, never permanent. Make sure, because we can't keep switching maps like crazy.
Once every 2 days, at the least.
At the least, yes. At the very most, we will wait from now on. We must switch one map every week. Every 3-4 days.
Enough in chat, guys.
Alright, so I will let it get on to the HAs now.
oh yeah.
Oh, all right. Which
Your
one
cue,
of these is?
guys.
Which one? All right. Which one of these are we sharing? This one, I think.
Share the bottom one first. I'll just send it.
This time.
All right. This is what the HA has been working on.
A
Brendan,
lot
you
of
take
you have probably seen it.
Go step by step along the lines.
All right, yeah.
Start from the top.
RC is being removed. Regardless of how the rework happens in the future, this is pretty much happening no matter what. Most of RC is already left. I think the only people left are me and Law and Delta. I think we're the only three actually left. So there's that. That's going to be removed regardless. So sorry to RC and to myself. I've retconned my entire fridge. That's happening. Next up, this is controversial. However, everyone on this is debatable but less debatable. Ranked emotions. Everyone on the server, minus 2 people per battalion, will be undergoing a mass demotion. The reason for this is that our server is currently very, very top heavy. More than not, people are officers. Oh, let me just move this. All right, everyone's officers. It hurts, but I
Don't
believe that
plus
is
one or minus one
necessary.
yet. Plus one or minus
Yeah,
one
no,
yet.
well, yeah, +1. We're gonna send out a doc for individual +1, -1s for each section later as well. Under this, the commander will obviously keep their rank. Reg Plus will keep their rank. And the commander can select one individual from their battalion to maintain their rank as well, so that they can keep a second in command high up. You can read over the ranked emotions. They're right there. Naval will be unchanged, and Jedi will be unchanged for now. Next up, anyone from now on, whenever they get commander, they can choose to take on either the lore name, for example, Commander Wolf, or they can choose to take on a different name. For example, I could have been RC Regimental Grando instead of Cal Sagrada. PTSs will do that at the end of this. It's all right, yeah. And they will not, yeah, exactly. They won't be playing on the standard Fox model or Wolf model. They will be playing on probably the officer model of they'll be playing on the officer model. You can change it in your turn, but you'll need to contact either their server director or head administration or whoever, and you can't do it more often than every 2 weeks just to keep some level of consistency. So that's gonna happen. There's gonna be something for that. Next up, after this meeting, again, there's gonna be a meeting with the commanders. Now, we will not be making universal promotional cooldowns. What we will be doing is knowing what commanders' cooldowns are and ensuring that it is being followed. So no mass promotions or anything like that is going to happen anymore. People will be going up the way they should be, and that'll be that. Next up, I'm going to let Ty talk about the ARC thing because this was like mostly his baby, so I'll hand it off to
Okay.
Ty.
So with the whole arc restructure, what I thought of is how we saw on the show is how Echo and Fives got arc. They earned it by Commander Cody and Rex giving it to them. So it's exactly the kind of deal I want to follow. So what will happen is we're going to wipe all arc except for Arc Officer Plus. So all Arc Officer Plus will keep arc. But what's going to happen is if the commander sees fit, they can go ahead and give a trooper the rank of Arc Trooper. But they're going to have to make sure they're super elite and they're actually deserving of the position because we are going to be limiting 3 arc per battalion. This way the commander won't just be giving it out willy-nilly. Also, just in case we see a commander that is doing favoritism, just giving it out to friends, there is going to be a nominated arc lead between the arcs, and they have the ability to go ahead and decline anyone into arc or accept them in the arc. It has to go through them. That way there is no favoritism going towards it, and there's nothing corrupt going on through it. So whenever official ARC business is going on, whoever the nominated ARC lead is will be able to play on the Blitz whitelist, the Blitz model. That way you can see, like, okay, yeah, this guy's the ARC lead, this guy's in charge of this. Yes, ARC officers are just going to go down to ARC. So we're going to get a list of all the current ARC officers, which I think that's what we have right there. So pretty much how it's going to work is just commanders going to give it to troopers they see fit. That way there's no more selections and there's going to be no more fucking tryouts for it.
perma arcs, there will be a new honorary arc whitelist, and they
They're
will
gonna
have that.
they're gonna be honorary arc.
Just quick clarification: the arc lead is not Blitz. They are 327th Warrenov, second lieutenant, whatever. It is just a position, not a commander position. It's just something that they hold server wide. I think ICE uses some.
So yes,
I don't know.
they would not be named Blitz when they're on the whitelist. They'd keep their name. So for example, if it was me, it'd be 501st Arc Lead CSM Tie. That's what it would look like.
All right. I think is that all that. All right. And also, if you have any questions about anything, just PM them to me or Ty or Woke. We'll go over them all at the end. All right. What's next? 212 and Alpha Arc are getting removed. With this, we'll go over that more down there. Med kits from Commander Whitelist, that's just on there as well because we want to put more emphasis on individual classes. So the medics will have more of a role instead of just their commander healing everyone. All right. The rank structure. This is how the new regimental or any in the server rework will have it. We have a senior commander, which is the highest applicable position. It is essentially our current marshal commander. Under the 9th Regiment will be the 104th, which will be still led by Firebean. The 41st, which is still applicable. And there is no one as of now. The 5th Regiment, which is the 327th, which will be Toxic Box as the commander of it. And all 212th and Alpha Arc can merge into this with full rank transfers after the mass demotion, of course, and they will be in there. However, of course, they can go wherever they want, and anyone else can go into the 327th if they want as well. And it'll be with the 501st as well. Now, you may be like, hey, where's Shock? Well, it's being merged into with Naval. There's going to be, hey, Ty, do we have a question regarding the life thing on there or no?
Yes.
We do. Okay. There's a vote on there whether or not Shock and Naval will have a combined one life thing, or if they will both have individual lives. That's a question on there.
Bipolarness.
All right. Yeah, there's that. Oh geez, people talking about Fifth Fleet. Okay. Fifth Fleet is interesting, but I don't think like it seems like Shock doesn't want Fifth Fleet. Our current Shock doesn't want Fifth Fleet, and as they are the current Shock, I'm even if it's not going to happen. Ty, can you put it on there anyways? I want to get an overall community opinion on that anyways.
Yep. All right. I'll
Okay. Okay, just put it on there. All right. Next up, these are all the classes for. All right. Next up, every battalion will have these base whitelist or classes. You have the medic, which will have that loadout, the trooper, the heavy trooper, the light trooper, jet, arc, and commander. This is so that every battalion has a base that they will follow, and it also ensures that there is some variation in pros and cons to each whitelist. For example, the DC-15A is a more powerful weapon than the DC-15S, but they don't have access to the medic's medkit, DC-17, and bunker. The light trooper has a sniper, which will be obviously even more powerful than all of them, but they don't really have much to do close range because they don't have any DC-15A or S. So more close range, they'll be a little bit more vulnerable. This way that you can all pick a class that'll actually suit to your playstyle. Whether or not commanders and individual battalions make it so you have to get white trained for it is behind us. That's up to them. Down below that, we have all the different lore positions and what loadouts they would get. I would like all of you to just take a quick look at all of them and ensure that all lore characters get the loadout that they should have. For example, fives would have the arc loadout, Jess would have the arc loadout, and all that. Just make sure there's nothing wrong with that. And if there is something wrong with it, we have a position on the form where you can fill that out and put it on there what it should be. I believe that we made these loadouts very balanced. if you have anything that there should be, the form has not been sent out yet. We will send. I just wanted to explain everything first, just so that you guys wouldn't just go and vote on everything without. Now, do we have any questions at all? Just do PTS in chat, and I'll answer anyone who PM'd it something to me.
Yeah, if you have a PTS about this rework, go and put it in chat now.
Before you do that, if you do want to come back, there will be a recording on the channel later-ish today. So, yeah.
Leggy, you can do your PTS first. I know what you're gonna say already, though. Go on, Leggy. Go on, speak.
All right. I just think it's a little bit unfair. Like for people like me that spent like 2 months trying to get officer and barely got it recently. Like that are just getting like what? I just waited 2 months just to get demoted. Like I don't think that's very fair.
All right.
And I know about the one about how you can keep one person at their rank thing, but I already know it's not gonna be. I already know who it's gonna be.
Bro. To a degree, I would agree. However, in this case, with the server being as top heavy and as small as it is, I believe that some drastic measures do need to take place. I'm sacrificing myself. I just lost my entire regiment, my honorary RC, and my honorary 212. Every single thing I've been on this server has actually been destroyed. I don't keep any of it. So I'm sacrificing myself. Just don't think I'm just trying to put you all through this to no benefit of my own. But that's how I recognize that this is something that needs to happen, because looking game, any of you are in it right now, how many officers do we have and how many enlisted or NCOs do we have? That's it. It's not fun
I'm
to
the
play
only
on.
enlisted. I'm the only enlisted. I'm the only NCO, and Delta's the only enlisted.
It's not how things should be. I understand that this is the point of contention, but I believe that this is ST's a little bit of a special case just because of the Second Life thing.
No.
I don't think ST's a fair comparison, but everywhere else, that's just how it is. And the only maybe another exception would be 501st, just because a lot of XRC just went there. But all the RC are high NCOs. Do we have any other PTS? Everyone's spamming chat. Dutch, I'm just gonna answer that one right now. Throughout the time period that the server takes place on, he wasn't, so he only got that rank towards the very end. Actually, I think it was literally at Order 66 and Operation Nightfall that he got that.
All right, Delta has a PTS.
Yeah, come on up, Delta.
I still have talk power, by the way.
I can't remember which one of you disgusting corrupt HAs I was talking to about this. I think it was yesterday. I think it might have been Grendo? I don't know. But the whole you know how fucking Fives, Echo, and Jesse and shit being Arc and stuff. We decided on that yet?
It's on there. They're on there as ARC troopers, and they have the ARC loadout, so they are ARC positions. If that was your
Yeah,
asking.
because I can't remember who I was fucking talking to about this. It was one of you disgusting HAs. They were saying like because obviously all the battalions are limited to like 3 arc, and if you just had all 3 arc as lore characters, it'd be weird and wacky.
Oh, I think what he's talking about is I didn't want commanders to lock positions in their battalions behind
Yeah,
a lore
that
position.
was it. That was it. Yeah, that was it.
Just because they have all 3 ARC whitelists doesn't mean that their ARC troopers have to use said whitelists.
Exactly.
They
Yeah,
can just be
that's what
empty
we were talking
whitelists.
about. Yeah, that was what we were talking about.
Okay. It's a fair request. Yeah, this isn't official yet. This isn't part of the rework. I just would request, and I'll go over it at the commander meeting, that commanders don't lock certain positions in their battalions behind a lore position, because they can have it if they want, but I don't want people to have a lore position and to have a lore position to achieve higher ranks in a battalion. I don't think it's fair to those who don't like lore positions, such as myself. Like, I was a terrible Calscrata. Like, it was terrible. Do we have any more PTSs or questions at all? Just put it in chat real quick.
I just want to butt in real quick, guys. Again, sorry for not being at my computer right now. Sorry if there's a lot of background noise. But overall, guys, I think we've banded together quite a bit this week. And if you have any suggestions that you would like to see happen with this rework, please go ahead and contact one of the head admins. Those guys have been working diligently on getting this prepared. As soon as we pick a server director, which we have one more interview to do, and then myself and the other higher ups have to talk about who it will be. Once we pick that, I'm hoping it's done by Sunday, but obviously it all depends on like when we get the last interview done, and then how much we all the higher ups get on at once and talk about it. Once all that's done, then we are going to start moving forward with the development process of the new server. We do have some temporary developers coming in to help out and make sure the process is a little bit faster than normal. So hopefully we'll get a few new things added to the server as well. But overall, I think over the next 2 weeks, after all the dust is settled, this is going to be a great Clone Wars server, probably one of the better ones that I've seen in a few years.
All right.
So should I send out the link now?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Ty is about to send out a link where you can vote for not just the suggestion as a whole, but for individual parts of it, so we can get a base idea of what's going on. If there's any significant change to any individual parts of the rework, so for example, if something important gets voted out, there will obviously be probably another vote on the rework as a whole. And since we don't have a server director, we have a lot of time. We have nothing but time anyways to do stuff because this can't happen until that happens. Just go on, vote on individual things. And there's one main plus one minus one at the end. But I want to say that overall, this rework itself is between myself, Ty, Woke, and Bushido, and a couple other individuals every here and there. Mostly us four, though. I think we probably have a total of probably at least 36 hours combining all of us, don't you think? Something like that.
Combining all of us? Oh, we have more if we combine all of our hours together.
Yeah, there's a lot of time put into this. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we try to take portions from all the reworks currently up on the forums. I would like us to modify this one into what we want more so than just accepting one off the forums as a whole. However, obviously we will go through that process when we get to it. But thanks. I believe that unless there's any other last final questions, that'll do it for the rework portion of the meeting.
All right. So say real fast, guys. Cease hostilities in the words of the Temple Guard. I believe that is it. Tennessee, Mr. Man. Anything to close us off with?
Do we not have promotions?
Oh yes, promotions. Right. It's been a long day. Thank you.
Yeah, we only got one this week. Napalm are going up to S-Mod.
Woo!
The fact that you're that excited, Kaiju. Come
Yeah, I should
on.
get a soundboard for this.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright.
Alrighty.
So
Yeah, Napalm goes see you to a mentor after the meeting.
That being said.
Oh, actually, before you guys go, guys. So, one main thing I just want to kind of forgot to talk about is commander apps, right? So, it's kind of all over the place sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So, if you are applying for a position, right, and someone comments a -1, you can reply to them. However, I think it is probably best for everyone to just DM them directly and just kind of have a back and forth, because cluttering back and forths is not useful for anyone. So try to go to DMs if you want to convince someone to change their opinion on your application. Same for the people commenting. So yeah.
All right. So that being said,
Don't end the meeting. I need to send out a message because Ty messed up the votes.
How did I mess it
It's
up?
ordered wrong.
What did I mess up?
You said replace S. Wait, hold on. Did you do it right?
Replace ST with
Oh,
fifth fleet.
fuck. Shoot.
That's worded correctly. Yes.
It is?
you're-
Oh, okay, I'm just being dumb. You guys know I'm good at wording stuff.
So where we
We're
good?
good. We're good.
All right. With that being said, you are all dismissed. I hope you guys have a safe one. Greedo shot first.
Alrighty.
What about the